Well, I'm back, and I've been busy, and I got something really special to show you guys today. I wonder who that could be. Hey there! I got something else I want to show you. What are you doing here? You got something better than this? That car's okay, but check out what I brought. You want to show it? This is much cooler. Well, I guess we won't be taking a look at the lunchbox today. Apparently this guy, he's got something else he wants to show you. Well, let's see what he's got. Alright, let's see this. This is my Joker Mobile. And I'm very proud of this car. We're going to take a closer look and see what I have done. The most interesting part of this, of course, is the body. If you look in there, you can see there's another one of me in there. It's another Joker. So, this is a CMX, MST CMX, and I have a Tamiya buggy body on it, and some really cool features. I have lights that light up. We'll be looking at that in a moment. This is all painted on. I did that with stencils, and I'll show you that a little bit later, how I stenciled and brush painted the Joker mouth. And this is one of the things I'm most excited about, is the mouth. I saw I thought about flames, of course, and then I saw like a World War II plane, you know, with the shark teeth. I'm like, oh, I'll put Joker teeth. Now, before I was going to make this a different vehicle, and suddenly it came to me, I think I'll make it into a Joker Mobile. Yeah, so the paint scheme, I looked online, different toys, didn't really find anything I liked. But came up with this. White fenders up front, purple in the back, kind of like that. I got nice apple green. These are all Tamiya paints, by the way. On the top, on the back, you'll see I got my haha license plate, but also I got this cool scale motor, and that's from RC Me. And I don't know if you can buy those overseas. I found it on a Taobao shop. Well, that's an RC Me motor, and I painted it. It's kind of cool. And this actually turns. On the front, I have a bumper. It's also from RC Me. Now, none of these things are made for MST CMX chassis. They're made for the actual Sand Scorcher, Tamiya Sand Scorcher. Oh, and also this cage. So we're going to take a closer look and see how I put this together, and then we'll take a look at it with the lights in it. So here we are. So I made this from an MST CMX. It's a crawler chassis. Forgot to mention these are Tamiya tires, BF Goodrich, labeled Tamiya wheels as well. I put some MST foams inside. Now, am I going to use this as a real crawler? Probably not. It's set really high, just for looks and to mount everything. I got mounted. So let me take off the body, and this is always a little bit tricky. There we go, because it is mounted on these Ukasani shock mounts. And they're really nice because you can set them at different heights. You can move these around. So take a look at what I've done. So to make this work, this plate is actually, I drilled holes in it and put it in from the top. Oh, one other little detail we didn't see before. but a little NOS canister on the back in purple. Um, so this is an MST chassis. So what are some things I did? I built this mount. We'll just pull the battery straps off here a little bit. I built this mount, or I modded this mount to put the battery down in front and bent the sides up. I'm using a shorty pack. Now the reason I had to do that is because on the standard CMX the battery goes in this location in a tray, and it didn't work with the bonnet, the hood on the body. The hood is too low to accommodate that. What else have I done? I've installed a Tamiya RZ Super Stock motor. I got the Hobby Wing 1080 something or other, BL I think it's called. ESC spree control. So this is brushed. This is not really built to be crawling. This body is very fragile. I don't think I'll be driving it very often to be exact. On the bottom I have some aftermarket links, put in the aluminum links. You can see there, aftermarket links. Put in some plates in case it scrapes. And I guess that's about it. There's not a lot to show on that. I have a nice deco waterproof Metal Gear servo in there. Let's take a look at the lighting. Some mods I did to the body. Obviously, you look in there, we have the Joker driving. That's a toy figure, and I cut him and made a new mount. I also have these kind of cool lights on the side. These are actually green. It makes a green glow through the vehicle. I chopped down the front. Now a lot of people build where it hooks over the frame here, hooks inside this bumper, inside this front part of the body. But I wanted to use this kind of expensive steel, aluminum, steel, not aluminum, bumper. So I mounted that on top to make room for ESC, which is below. So that meant I had to cut out the front. On the back, I have cut out spaces for this motor holder. I don't know what to call it, on the back. So I put these in with the lights in. I put light buckets in the front. Okay, I modded those in. I put a nice screen in the back. Doesn't reach quite all the way, but looks cool enough. That's about it. Now, this body took me about 40 hours to put together and sand, and tried to fill, like where this roof goes in, fill the seams, do the painting, do the stencil work, especially for the mouth, and then put it all together and clear coat it, and then install the other parts. Some of these are very, very weak, like these mirrors. I actually broke this one when I was installing it. I painted the headlights, put some dead smiley faces in there. Figured that was fitting of the Joker. Take a closer look at the driver in there. And I tinted the windows. They seem a little bit dark, but I want the nice contrast with the white line. So there's quite a bit of masking, and there's no flat surfaces really on this body. So when you're doing masking, it's always a bit of work. And there we go. So I'm going to hook up my light wires, and then we'll take a look at the lights. There we go. We get red ones up front, we get green ones inside there, but it's so bright we don't really get to see it. So we're going to make it a bit darker, and then you'll see the lights more clearly. So that's a little bit darker. It is daylight, so you can see it on my hand there. So that'll glow at night, and also glows to show the driver. A bit closer. So you can see the Joker in there at night. Nice green lighting, which is pretty cool. I'd probably take this out and drive it at night just for this video, so we can see how these lights look when she's going. Alright, there we go. Get our lights back on. So that's my Joker Mobile. This has taken me a lot of work. I'm very happy. So when I built mine, I had to build custom mounts. So I have these GRC shock mounts, and I use those to put my arms to mount my magnetic mounts. And in the back, I built this. This is from the stock parts. It's screwed in from the bottom, and I built that with the cross member and glued everything together, screwed it together to hold the rear mounts. This comes from RC Me. It's actually made of steel, and I mounted that up using shock mounts from the Tamiya lunchbox, which you saw earlier. So I mounted that through the bottom, drilled some holes for the bolts, put that all together. This is actually made to fit it, the motor. That's 3D printed motor. Yeah, so it is quite good. It's quite a good build. I'm going to show you some photos of the process of dealing with that body. A little montage. So we'll take it out, we'll get some action shots. I'm not going to drive this too hard because I don't want to damage the body.
Just beat.
I put a pretty fast motor in it. Like, this is speed. Maybe get down nice and low for that. wasn't sure that was gonna work. I look ridiculous.